I've got a story for you about a gigantic turnip by Alexei Tolstoy and Neve Sharkey. The gigantic turnip. Do you know what a turnip is? I've got one here. It's a funny shape, isn't it? And it's got its roots at the bottom. That helps it grow, doesn't it? To suck all the goodness up. We're going to find out how the little old lady and the little old man planted theirs. Long, long ago, an old man and an old woman lived together in a crooked old cottage with a large overgrown garden. The old man and the old woman kept 6 yellow canaries. They're birds. 5 white geese and 4 speckled hens and 3 black cats and 2 pot-bellied pigs and 1 very big brown cow. One fine March morning, the old woman sat up in bed, sniffed the sweet spring air and said, "It's time for us to sow the vegetables." So the old man and the old woman went out into the garden and they sowed peas and carrots and potatoes and beans, and they sowed turnips. They made a big row and they sprinkled the seeds in, just like we did, and they covered them up. That night, the rain fell, pitter-patter, on the garden of the crooked old cottage. The old man and the old woman smiled as they slept. The rain would help the seeds swell and produce fine, juicy vegetables. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter. Spring passed and the summer sun ripened the vegetables. The old man and the old woman harvested their carrots and their potatoes and peas and the beans and the turnips. At the very end of the row, there was just one left. It looked very big. In fact, it looked gigantic. Thought the old man. One fine September morning, the old man sat up in bed, sniffed the cool autumn air and said, "It's time for us to pull up that turnip." And so he went out. The old man pulled and pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, but the turnip would not move. The old man went to find the old woman. The old woman wrapped her arms around the old man's waist and both of them pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked, but still the turnip would not move. So the old woman went to fetch the big brown cow. The old man, the old woman and the big brown cow pulled, heaved, tugged, yanked. But still the turnip would not move. So the old man mopped his brow and went to fetch 2 pigs. The old man and the old woman, the big brown cow, the two pigs pulled and heaved and tugged and yanked. Oh, still the turnip would not move. So the old woman rolled up her sleeves and went to fetch the 3 black cats. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pigs and the 3 black cats pulled, heaved, tugged, yanked. Still the turnip wouldn't move. So one of the cats twitched her tail and went to fetch the 4 speckled hens. 1, 2, 3, 4. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens pulled, heaved, tugged, yanked. Oh, still the turnip would not move. So one of the hens shook her feathers and went to fetch the 5 white geese. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens, the 5 white geese pulled, heaved, tugged and yanked, and you've guessed it, kindergarten, still the turnip would not move. So one of the geese craned her neck and went to fetch, can you remember who's left? 6 yellow canaries. And here they all are. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens, the 5 white geese, and the 6 yellow canaries heaved, tugged, pulled, and yanked. And still, the turnip would not move. The old man scratched his head. He had to think. The animals and birds lay on the ground, gasping. Oh! Then the old woman had an idea. Who could possibly help them? The old woman went into the kitchen and put a piece of cheese by the mouse hole. Soon a hungry little mouse popped his head out. The old woman caught the mouse and carried her outside. The old man, the old woman, the big brown cow, the 2 pot-bellied pigs, the 3 black cats, the 4 speckled hens, the 5 white geese, the 6 yellow canaries, and the hungry little mouse pulled, heaved, yanked. I wonder what's going to happen. Do you think the mouse can manage it? Pop! The gigantic turnip came flying out of the ground, and everyone fell on the mouse. The geese fell on the canaries, the hens fell on the geese, the cats fell on the hens, and the pigs fell on the cats. The cow fell on the pigs, and the old woman fell on the cow, and the old man fell on the old woman, and all of them lay on the ground and laughed. And the little mouse was very, very proud of what she had done. That night, the old man and the old woman made a huge bowl of turnip stew. Everyone ate as much as they could, and do you know what? The hungry little mouse ate the most of all. That was the story of the gigantic turnip.